I'm like, okay, anyway. Hello everyone! I'm back again with another video. I know it's been a little while since I've posted a video, but my camera was broken, so I got a new camera for Christmas, and now I'll be hopefully posting regularly. Oh, sorry, I'm like kind of getting over the flu, so I can't really hear out of this ear, but it's okay. I don't need to hear out of that ear. It's fine. I don't even know what I'm doing. So today I'm going to be talking about the application process in the web-based interview, which is a long overdue video that I was supposed to post a long time ago, but it got deleted, and now I broke my camera, and then I got sick, and now here we are on the 31st of December posting a video of the application process in the web-based interview. So at least I got it out before the fall people apply. So instead of actually just telling you what's on the web-based interview, the application, I'm going to tell you what my answers were for the application questions. So hopefully that will help you out a little bit. So the first few questions that they ask, I actually have the application pulled up right here so I can like look. So if you see me looking over to the side, it's just because of that. I'm pulling this closer. Okay, so the first few questions that they ask are just basic questions about like you, like your phone number, your address, your name, stuff like that. It asks you, would you like to receive text messages about jobs? I said no. Then it asks you about your education history. I'm pretty sure you're only supposed to put your colleges that you've gone to. I didn't put my high school, I just put my college. I go to Rowan University. And then it asks you what your graduation year is, and like what your major area of study is. And then it asks for your GPA, but it's optional. It has like a little asterisk next to it, so I know some people are concerned about putting their GPA. Maybe it's not like up to par, but you don't have to put your GPA if you don't want to. I did because I'm proud of mine, but you don't have to. Then it starts asking you for your work experience. So I'm pretty sure that I put the maximum jobs that you can. I think you can put 5 because I put 5, and they don't have to be all job experiences. They can be volunteer also. So I'll just give you an example of 2 that I put. So for volunteer, I worked at a camp last year in 2016. It was an overnight camp for 1 week, and I volunteered there. But it asks you when you worked from, it asks you your job title, it asks for the company name, and then it asks for responsibilities and skills that you obtained from this experience. So for responsibilities, I put engaging campers in games activities, managing kids ages 7 to 10, and planning and executing activities. You can put as many as you want. It's just like an open text box, so you can just keep going, but I only had those 3 I thought that really applied. And I didn't really want to like repeat myself in any way, so I just left it at that. For skills, I put patience with homesick children / children in general, problem solving, teamwork, activity planning, sportsmanship, and leadership. So, I mean, like I said, you can put anything you want. You can keep going. You can go on for as long as you want. Oh my god, my teeth are really white in this video. This camera is like making my teeth look really white. It's like a really clear camera, so it like doesn't miss anything. I'm like, okay, anyway. Alright, then I'll give you an example of another one. So I also, for like a job experience, I worked at Starbucks from 2016, like early 2016 March, I believe, to September 2017. So I worked there for like almost a year and a half. But I was still working there when I applied for Disney, so it says that I'm still working there. But I was a barista trainer when I left, so that was my title. For responsibilities, I put making a variety of drinks, handling money, performing to Starbucks quality and service standards, making customer connections, and ensuring cleanliness. And then for skills, I put multitasking, customer service, teamwork, organization, urgency, customer interaction, and solving customer problems and concerns. So, like I said, I think I put skills and responsibilities that I thought would be useful in Disney. I think that's probably best to, if you're choosing to use all of the job spaces, you should choose jobs that are that relate to Disney as best as possible. The other jobs I have on here are like, I interned at the Philadelphia Zoo last summer. What is that noise? I have so many tabs up because I'm writing an essay, and one of the tabs just started making noise. Yeah, I'm taking a winter class, by the way, which is horrifying. Because of Disney. I'm taking a winter class because of Disney. Because I'm trying to graduate, like, I'm not gonna graduate on time because Disney's gonna set me back, but I'm trying to graduate relatively quickly, like a semester after I'm supposed to be, or maybe 2 semesters after, I don't know. Okay, anyway, so I worked at the Philadelphia Zoo. I also currently work as a veterinary technician at an animal hospital because that is my career interest. I want to be a vet, but I thought that like those would both be good for Disney, since the zoo was like a park that I already worked at, like we operated attractions, and then the animal hospital was like dealing with families and stuff like that. So yeah, those are the 5 that I put. Oh, 4, 5. No, I put 5. And I also work as a tour guide at my school, so I put that one on there too. I thought they would like the public speaking skills. So anyway, then it asks you eligibility questions, which are your basic, like, are you at least 18 or older? Yes. Then it does like some self-ID stuff, and then it asks you about your roles. So this is like the most important part, I think, of the application. So it asks you like what roles you're interested in, what semester you're interested in coming down. So if you are not aware, there are 4 different semesters that you can go to Disney. There might be 5, but there's 4 that I know are for certain, which are the Spring Advantage, Fall, and Fall Advantage. So the Fall Advantages and the Spring Advantage are just a little bit longer than the Spring and the Fall. I personally chose Spring as my #1 choice because I have like a lot of summer classes to take and stuff like that, so I wasn't sure if I'd be able to stay like long, but like I can always extend if I really want to. But anyway, I put my first choice is being Spring, and then my second choice is being Spring Advantage if Spring wasn't available. And then it asks you about 4 roles. So there's 4 roles that I think people don't normally either want or just they really need people to fill these positions. So custodial, housekeeping, lifeguard, and quick service food and beverage. Those 4 are on here. They're the first ones they ask you about, and they say, do you have any interest in these? And you can choose no interest, low interest, medium interest, or high interest, or moderate interest. I chose no interest for all 4 of them. I absolutely had no interest in custodial or housekeeping. I really wanted a lot of guest interaction. I know that housekeeping doesn't have any guest interaction. Lifeguard, I put no interest because no lifeguarding experience. And then quick service food and beverage, I put no interest because since I work at Starbucks, I worked at Starbucks, I was worried that they would like put me in the Starbucks in like Magic Kingdom or Disney Springs, so that's why I said no, because I didn't want to work in either of those. I wanted a different role when I got there. So then it asks you, please select all additional roles you may have interest in. So I put attractions, Bippity Boppity Boutique, character attendant, character performer, front desk, merchandise, and seater. So then it asks you to rate all of them based on high interest, moderate interest, or low interest. So there were a lot more roles that you could have chosen. You could have chosen more. I hear that, I'm not sure if this is true, but I hear that if you choose more roles, you have a better chance of getting in, and I'm sure that's the case, but I just chose what I thought would be best for me. I thought that I'd rather be happy than just be happy with my job than just be going there and not be happy. So my high interest roles were attractions, boutique, character performer, merchandise. So I had 4 high interest roles. I got merchandise, so I got a high interest role, so I'm really happy about that. If you don't know, for character performer, you actually have to attend an audition, like physically. So I did attend an audition. I went to the audition in New York. I think it was on September like 28th or something like that, or 29th. But I'll talk about that in a later video, but I did go to an audition, and it was pretty funny. But we'll talk about that later. It's whatever. It's whatever. So it asks you then if you have any interest in doing the Disneyland program. I said no because I didn't want to go. I thought it was too far from like where I currently live. Then I thought it's a little bit more money to do that one, so I didn't want to pay more money. So that's one reason. And I also heard it's harder to get into, so I just put no. I think you can put yes. You can do both. You can say yes that you want to work in Walt Disney World and Disneyland, and they can put you wherever they want. So I just had no interest because it was just kind of far away. And it talks to you about language, if you speak any other languages, and that's it. So that's the whole application. I applied, the day applications dropped, and I got an email about like an hour later, not even really, saying that I got a web-based interview. So I hear that like some people wait months before they get an email saying that they got a web-based interview. So I really think it is based on like how busy like the Disney server is, or I mean, it's a waiting process altogether. So if you're gonna wait for that, you might as well wait for the might as well wait for the web-based interview. Is that what I was saying? I don't know. But anyway, the web-based interview. So I wrote down some questions about my web-based interview that they asked. So I know like the main things that you should do for the web-based interview is definitely be consistent with your answers. So you don't want to like say that you're really good with people and then the next question says, do you work well with others, and you say no. Like you really want to be consistent with your answers. Disney is definitely looking for someone who is being consistent. So how the questions are set up is a bunch of questions will say, you know, those like strongly disagree, strongly agree questions that you see a lot. So it'll be like strongly disagree, disagree, neutral, and agree, strongly agree. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second. So those are like how some of the questions will be set up. Not all of them are set up like that. There's like a few other sections that are a little bit different. But just a few questions that I wrote down that they ask you. One of them says, I'm always on time. And like, I'm sure Disney's looking for someone who is on time all the time. Personally, I am on time all the time, usually 5 minutes early at least. So I put strongly agree. I had to like think about it. Like every time I would like every time I would answer one of the questions, I'd be like, okay, strongly agree, and that's the right answer that I'm putting, yes. I had to think about it for a second to make sure that I was reading the question right and answering it the right way. So obviously you should be yourself. You shouldn't lie on this, because if you lie and you get there and they see that you were lying, that's probably not good. But like that's one of the questions. Another question that they ask is, or another question that they say is, all people are dishonest. So I'm pretty sure I said strongly disagree to that one. All people are not dishonest. Obviously some people are being honest with you if they say that like their merchandise broke before they got into the store or something like that, or this happened or that happened. So I know that for my past jobs, we always say that the customer is always right. If like when I worked at Starbucks, if someone told us that their drink was not up to their standards or was not the drink that they ordered, we had to remake it for them just because the customer was always right. So it's very easy to see like what kind of person Disney's looking for based on these questions. So like I said, I wouldn't just lie about it, because if you get there and they see that you're not like that, then something's probably gonna happen. Sorry. I don't remember what else I was gonna say. I'm losing my train of thought. Oh my god, I'm so sick right now. Hold on, let me think. Oh, the other thing that I was going to mention is another form that they have. There are different sections other than the strongly disagree, strongly agree one. Like there could be, I think one of them says, I am not worried, I am worried, I am neutral, or something like that. So like one of the questions that they asked us was, I'm going to miss my friends and family. And I'm pretty sure I put I'm worried, because I'm definitely going to miss my friends and family. I mean, I don't know what they want me to put for that, so I put I'm worried. But That's like a question that they'll ask you. And then right after the web-based interview, like the second that you hit complete, they will tell you whether or not you got a phone interview. So I got a phone interview and I was very happy. So how I wrote down what it says. It says, "Congratulations, you passed the WBI and have been invited to a phone interview." So the phone interview is definitely something. I'll talk to you about that in another video. If you want to see that, I guess you will. Because I think people are starting to apply again in mid-January for fall. The web-based interview should be very, not like easy, but easy. Like it should be like, I know what kind of worker Disney wants and I am that worker, so I'm going to show it. Like I am on time, I work well with others, you know, stuff like that. But if you do fail the web-based interview, you can't apply back to Disney for another 6 months, unfortunately. So that's pretty much it for all I have to say. If anyone has any questions, I wouldn't mind answering them. If you leave them below or something like that, that'd be great. So thank you guys for watching another one of my videos. I hope that you all have a very happy, healthy new year. And I will hopefully see you again in 2018. Thank you, bye.